I saw in the paper one day where they had the regional meeting connected in Charlotte. There was no representatives from any elected office in Iredell County. I think that's not good. As a commissioner, my role would be to represent the people. I think in the Charlotte region, it's coming north from Charlotte, it's coming north from Mooresville. Troutman is getting ready to develop. I think we have to be part of a larger regional growth plan. I think people, if you communicate and network, people in other cities that have similar problems as Iredell County may have ideas and plans if you network that can help you. You guys in the chambers deal with this in networking. I think if you pull people together as a network and you get to the table, somebody's got a good idea maybe you haven't thought about. So if you consider yourself part of a larger region instead of looking at it like we're not Charlotte, this is Iredell County, we don't care what Cabarrus County's doing, Gaston County's doing, any of our adjoining counties, that's the wrong message to send to our neighbors. I think as a business owner, the same idea. You know, you become part of associations and networks, and communication between all groups are important. And I think as a commissioner, it's important for us to be at the table on any regional planning, local planning, and get their ideas, give them our ideas, because it may better this county, and that's who we represent as Iredell County, the voters of this county.
Thank you. Mr. Cato.
Well, when I was running for Congress, I actually spent a lot of time meeting with the leadership in Charlotte and in Winston-Salem and in the surrounding counties of Iredell County, and saw a lot of the geography and met a lot of the people. And I think it's important as a county commissioner for Iredell County or for any county to, nurture those relationships. Make sure you stay on the phone with all the leaders all around you. Of course, they're going to affect what's going on in your county, and sometimes they can help you. Sometimes you just find out sooner than later that they're going to hurt you one way or another. But it's important to just maintain those lines of communication, and I think if I get elected, I will make a good job of just staying on the phone and making sure that we're in the loop on everything. And I would have to add, just with reference to Charlotte, that I think a lot of Iredell Countyans probably sit in that traffic on I-77, and I think it would be good to work with our members of Congress to try to get something done so we can get down there.
Very good. Ms. Williams.
I guess I'm kind of concerned about why do we want to be a region of Charlotte and Mecklenburg? I'm looking at an area that's got worse schools, worse roads, higher taxes, more crime, and more people moving out trying to get into Iredell County. That's part of our problem. As far as I'm concerned, Iredell has a rich history. We have our own diversity here. We have a rural area that Mecklenburg doesn't have. We have our own businesses. And I'm not at all interested in becoming another suburb of Mecklenburg County. And as long as I can avoid it, I'm going to vote that way.
Thank you. Mr. Robertson.
I really think the question is how are we going to retain our own identity? I don't want to be Cornelius #2. I don't want to be Huntersville Plus. I don't want to look like a suburb of Atlanta. And unfortunately, that's the direction that we will head if we don't change course just a little bit. I mean, if you look at their plan, whether or not you're on the outskirts of Charlotte or outskirts of Atlanta, it's subdivision, 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 strip mall, CVS, Road 8, Outback, subdivision, subdivision. I mean, that's it. Atlanta looks like Charlotte, looks like Raleigh, looks like Greensboro. They all look the same. They all look the same. We do have an advantage. We've got the lake. We've got the NASCAR industry. We've got little old Fort Dobbs and Statesville, and we have a very viable agricultural community. What really makes Iredell feel neat is that you can still drive in most parts of the county, and you can either drive by a field with crops in it, a pasture, or woodlands. And as long as, if we can do everything in our power to keep agriculture a profitable industry where people can make money, then they'll stay in that industry and they'll keep that land looking the way it does. And that's what makes a subdivision next to a farm look nice, and it's very attractive. But when that farmer sells his land and it becomes another subdivision, then all of a sudden, you've lost kind of what makes the county a beautiful place. And I really think that that's the issue, as opposed to trying to figure out our place between Davidson and Cornelius.
Mr. Howard?
In my opinion, Iredell County is no longer a suburb of Charlotte. Cornelius, Davidson, Huntersville, those are suburbs. Iredell County is beginning to emerge as an independent employment center. Today, many residents may find themselves sitting in the traffic that takes them south into Charlotte, but as we will all see, that will soon change. Iredell County is emerging as an independent economic region. From the agricultural economy in the north, which we must work to protect, we have to protect the generational farms, be sure that they have the resources necessary to keep those farms in the family and to keep them thriving in the future. To the south with the employment centers. So,
Thank you.